assertion types. System Verilog has two types of assertions. There are there is something known as immediate assertion that tests for a condition at the current time. So it is not sequential. Right at the current time, assertion is checked, the values are the checked, and that's why it's known as immediate assertions, which are checked right at that time. For example, let's say you want to check a state machine, that state machine's bits are one hot. We'll understand. Don't go worry about the syntax in detail right now. One hot, $1 hot is a function or a call which checks that a particular variable, which is state, is one hot or not. So this assertion, assert $1 hot state, checks whether all the bits of the state are one hot or not. Now this is checked right at that time. Whenever state changes, this will be checked. So that's why it's an immediate assertion. So immediate assertion is very similar to if and else kind of statement, but just that you are using system verilog assert construct. So it's very similar to like checking a combinational logic, checking a logic at a point of time whether certain thing is true or not. So here you're checking state, whether all the bits of the state are basically one hot or not. So your check immediate assertions are checked at the current time. There is no time delay, anything like that. You are checking all the things which should be checked right at that time. Unlike immediate assertions, concurrent assertions, these are concurrent, test for a sequence of events spread over multiple clock cycles. So these are spread across time. For example, we had seen a property that when the request goes high, acknowledgement ACK should go high either next cycle within 1 to 3 cycles. Acknowledge should go high, so it can go high one cycle later, second cycle later, 3 cycles later. So 1 to 3 cycles, it should go high. As you see, this has a time behavior, or also known as temporal behavior, that the assertion or the property has to be checked across the time, not just right at the same time. You are checking it that something happened here, then across time, next cycle, 2 cycle later, 3 cycle later, something is happening or not happening. So this is the concurrent assertions is like a sequence or a property which is spread in time. Or temporal, also known as, these are temporal. That means it is related to time. You see the behavior across time. So two types of assertion. One is immediate assertion, which checks the things right at that time. Okay, it's similar to your if and else statement. Concurrent assertions are assertions which test for a sequence. It's a sequence, it's spread up across multiple clocks, or it's temporal across time, which you check. So let's revisit. Assertions that test a condition at the current time are known as immediate assertions. You will typically see that those are like assert. And typically, your temporal assertions or your concurrent assertion will have something like, you will see a keyword like assert property. Typically, assert property will indicate that it is a concurrent assertion. For immediate assertion, you will typically just have assert. You will not have property. And we'll see those in more details.